Hello, we're back here for more coverage of Origins 2022. I've got Pete Petrusha on the line. Pete, tell me about what you're here for. What's your company? What you doing?
Sure. Hi, I'm Pete Petrusha. I'm here. This is my booth for Imagining Games. We're partnered over here with Penny for a Tale, Mitchell Wallace, a good friend of mine, at Origins booth 1250.
Yeah, so what do you got showing off at the show?
As you can see behind me, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So, start with the backdrop. Our baby in the works right now, hopefully coming in the fall/winter, is we have Chew, the role-playing game, based on the award-winning Image comic book series. Using Chew, I guess we could start just a little sweep over here. Say hi to Pollo, he's angry. Chew is taking pre-orders currently. You can see on the picture over here, we do have the QR code, but over on GameFound.com, you can search Chew, the role-playing game. We've gotten some of our pins. We have our secret weapon Pollo pins when Pollo is released on the North Korean governments. Watch your hearts, ladies and gentlemen. And our FGA special agent badges. But moving right along, I'm very happy to also represent Ala Rashid, member, maybe former member of ours, Australian member. This is his version of The Walking Dead, very narrative. Driven but light when it comes to crunch on the weapons and such, so we can be cinematic. Now you're seeing my latest baby, Rest in Pieces. This is where you play deadbeat roommates that live with the Grim Reaper, or Cthulhu, or Rick Fury, or the 80s Dungeon Master from the cartoon who retired to South America and fell in love with pro wrestling. It plays with a 2-color Jenga tower. Think of it like Dread meets Fiasco, if you're an indie game nerd like me. Or some people like to think it's like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy meets It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You can see with the 2-color Jenga tower, dark blocks are for when you do selfish things, light blocks when you're thinking about someone other than yourself. And my original love, next to that 8 inches of death, this cute little death plushie, is Dream Chaser's almost out of print. It was my first game, the empowering story building game where the players come up with the goal for the game. We sold my last GM screen. I have 5 or 6 of these game boards that I always hope can be used for anything and everything. GMs map their games, and we're down to the last dozen or 15 or so copies, thanks to getting some more from the IGDN. So,
all right, so get it get it while you still can. That's what you got here. That's what you got here at the show this year. What's I know Chew's coming. What's further down the line? What are you excited about? Sometime in the future.
Sure. So we've been working playtesting a game called Memories of Tomorrow for a couple of years now. That's really been sidelined for a while as we've been working to get Chew out and pushing Chew out. Chew having 2 books and accessories. So once Chew's done, clearly some more focus would go to put that on Kickstarter next. We do have a couple other things that we're working on. I'm really excited to hopefully work on something for Polymorph. I want to do something Castlevania-esque. But these things are just stalled right now as we're waiting for Chew to get out. All hands on deck. We're going to make sure that's the best thing possible.
Yeah.
A new bright shining star forged in the dark. So.
All right, well, I'm a backer, so I'll find out when it's ready. Great. And I want to ask you about the whole show. Like, what have you seen that really surprised you or excited you from somebody else other than yourself in the booth?
Sure. Well, the first and foremost thing that I saw that I just adored was Stardew Valley is a board game.
Okay.
So as soon as I heard of it and saw a picture of it, I had to own it. It didn't matter what it cost as long as it was under $200. And as soon as I did, I found myself walking around holding it like this because it was like I could hear the soundtrack playing.
All right.
So I did see there's a Wildcrats sort of board game matching card game thing. I have a 3-year-old, so we watch a lot of Wildcrats from PBS. But yeah, that and just the general fact that Origins just feels kind of normal. And it was been very heartwarming for me. I felt like even on Thursday that I just was like, wow, it just feels like we're back. I'm seeing my friends again. So it's been really exciting and fun.
That's great. That's amazing. And if you were in the world of Chew, what would your food-based psychic power be?
So everybody knows me, knows that I like spicy food.
Okay.
So I'm totally the candidate for either hot chicken, or ghost peppers. But we all know that hot chicken's a real problem in Chew with the poultry prohibition. So I usually say ghost peppers, and that gives me all this thematic feel of like, well, if it's a ghost pepper, then I should probably ghost when I'm spiced up. So I think the more the heat and the intensity happens, I start to smoke, I get ethereal, and I ghost my way around things.
I love it. Sounds amazing. All right, where can people find more about Imagining Games all on the internet?
Sure. Yeah, so you can go to imagininggames.com. At the bottom, you can find all my social links: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We got it all. A lot of people like Twitter, so IG_Pete.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Have a great con.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt.